How to cut and sew this stylish bubu dress with an open back and elastic at the back waist. So guys, if this is what you're interested in learning, this video is definitely for you because this is a step-by-step sewing tutorial, and by the end of this video you'll be able to sew one by yourself. So for this sewing tutorial, you will need your fabric, and with me here I'm with about 3 yards of Ankara fabric, and if you're of a bigger size you'll need about 4 yards for this tutorial. Now the first thing we're going to do is to fold this into 4 equal parts, just the way you can see here. So I folded it into 4 equal parts, and you can see the way I folded it. It doesn't have any opening at the shoulder because this bubu dress we are making is together with shoulder, and also it's also together with sleeve. So just see the way I folded mine, and just go ahead and fold yours exactly the same way. Now after we are done folding, the next thing we are going to do is to start taking our measurement on this fabric we have just folded. So the first thing we are going to do is to take half of our shoulder measurement. Now my shoulder measurement is 15 inches, divided by 2 is 7.5 inches. So I'll just come over here and mark 7.5 inches. That is at the top of this fabric. Now the next thing I'll do is to place my tape from there, and I'll be going out by how long I want my sleeve length to be. I told you this is together with sleeve, so I want my sleeve length to be actually 11 inches, but because of folding allowance I went ahead to mark 12 inches. That is, I added extra 1 inch for folding allowance. Now I'll place my tape from the starting point of this fabric, and I will be also going down by my armhole depth. That is, my normal armhole depth is actually 7 inches because this is a free dress. I just went ahead to mark 10 inches. I hope you understand. It's 9 inches, but plus extra 1 inches for folding allowance also, so 10 inches. Now you see what I just did. I went ahead to just connect those 2 points together. So I'll also come here and I'll be taking my neck depth for this dress, and I'm using 4.5 inches. Now you can use 5 inches or 6 inches. It totally depends on how wide you want yours to be. Now for the front neckline, I'll be going down by 2 inches just like this, and I'll be connecting it to that 4.5 inches we took. I hope you understand. Now the next thing we are going to do is to come over to this point. Now this starting point of this fabric is 7 as our shoulder line, so I hope you understand. I'll be going down by my bust line, which is 10 inches, and I'll also go down by my full length of my dress. That is how long I want this dress to be. So this is totally up to you. For me, I'll be going down by 38 inches. I want this dress to be 37 inches by the time I'm done, so that extra 1 inch is because of folding allowance. I hope you understand. Now that we have done that, I'll just go ahead and just extend this line all the way across the fabric. So I'm working with 38 inches now. I hope you see what I marked. It was 38 inches. Now just go ahead and mark the full length you want plus extra 1 inch or 2 inch for folding allowance. Now that I've done that, I'll also come to the bust line and just extend the line across the fabric just the way you can see me doing. So just do this carefully so that I can get a straight line. So guys, now that I've done this, I just wanted to label this so that you don't get confused. So this is the bust line here. After doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to come over to this bust line, and we'll be taking my hip measurement divided by 4. So take note, is your hip measurement you're taking on this bust line. And when I got mine was divided by 4 was 9/4. So I'll be marking 9/4 there. Then I'll be adding extra inches to this. You know, this is a free dress, so I added extra 4 inches. Now 3 inches is for ease, and the remaining 1 inch is for stitching allowance. So I'll just measure now what everything I have there on the bust line. I'll start marking it like that all the way till I meet the down point. That is the full length of our dress. Till I meet that line, I'll just be marking 13.25 all the way till I meet the full length of this dress, just like this. I hope you can see. So go ahead and do the same thing for yours. Now if you want yours to be freer than this, you just go ahead and add extra inches to your round hip measurement divided by 4. So I hope you understand. Now that I've marked all that, I'm just connecting now all the way to meet this bust line here. I hope you understand. And which is also our armhole line. That is where we came down by. So now I'll be curving this to give us that armhole curve here. You can see I don't want it to be sharp there, so I'll just curve it like this, and it's okay. Now that we have done that, remember we are cutting for both the front and the back, so we'll draft everything together, and don't worry, I'm going to show you how to cut it out so you don't make any mistake. Now I've placed my tape from the starting point of this fabric, and I'll be going down by how down I want that my back to be. That is how open you want it to be, the length. So for me, my back waistline is actually 15, so I went down by extra 2 inches. That is 17 inches. I hope you understand. Now you can go up above your waistline, or you can go down more if you want. Now that I've done that, I just wanted to rule a line, and now from this point, from the above, I'll be going out by 4.5 inches, 4.5 inches. That our neck width measurement. Guys, please pay attention closely to what I say. So our neck width measurement, that is what I will just be using till I meet that line we just showed. I hope you understand. So please pay attention or rewatch that what I just said so that you understand. Now that I've done this, I'll just come over here and just curve here a little bit here, because we don't want that sharp edge there. So I just curved it out a little bit. Now that we have done that, I'll place my tape from this point here, and I'll just come down by 1 inch from that neckline. That is at 2 inches. I came down by 1 inch. Please pay attention carefully. I'll tell you why later, why we did that. Now I'll place my tape from here to get our pocket. This is to get where our pocket is going to be, because we will also be cutting together with pockets. So this is very easy. This tutorial is very easy. Now I've placed my tape from the starting point of the fabric, and I'll be going down by 18 inches just like this. I've given it a mark. Now I'll count 7 inches because that is how wide I want my pocket to be, and I'll just mark it. That is 24 inches. I marked 24 inches after I marked 18. Now see where I placed my hand, just go ahead and do that, and this is it. Isn't this so easy? This is how to just cut your together with pockets. Hope you can see how it is. Now we have just marked everything we need. We have finished drafting everything we need for this free bubu gown, our free backless gown. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut this out, but watch how I'm going to cut it so that you don't end up making any mistake. Now first things first, we'll be cutting the full length of, that is where we want our dress to stop. So I'll cut through these lines like this. Guys, pay attention. I've cut through that line, and now the next thing I'll do is to cut through these lines again. This is it. So you see what I'm cutting. Now when I reach this pocket part, I'll be cutting, but I'll leave about ½ inch before I start cutting. I hope you understand. Now why I'm leaving that ½ inch is because of stitching allowance. I hope you understand me. So I'm just cutting now, leaving that ½ inch. So this is it. I'm done cutting that, and I will continue cutting through that line again all the way. So guys, after cutting, this is what we have. Now the next thing I just have to cut is the neckline. Remember I told you this is for the front neckline, so I'll just cut it out like this. So I forgot to give ½ inch above before I cut it. That is above the line before I cut it out, because of the stitching allowance we are going to use to stitch it to the facing. I hope you understand. Now that I've cut that, you can just go ahead and give ½ inch before you cut that neckline. Now if when you're done cutting that, what you just have to do is to place it like this. See where I placed mine? Just go ahead and place yours like this. I will be cutting the back part now, so do well to place it very well so that you don't end up making any mistakes. So just place it the way I folded, the way I folded mine, and I will be cutting this part out. Remember, this is for the back side. So this part we have done cutting it, and that 1 inch I came down by, I hope you understand, that 1 inch I told you to come down by from the neckline, I came down, I just went ahead to just give it a notch at that point there. I hope you see. So after doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to bring a fabric we're going to use to trace out our facing. Now I didn't have an enough long fabric, so I had to join. So just go ahead and join. Even if your fabric is not enough, just join it there. It's not going, this part is not going to be showing, it's just a facing, so it will be inside your clothes, so you can just join there if you don't have a longer fabric to do this. So for me, I joined, so just do the same thing if you don't have. Now see where I placed it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'll just place it like this and pin it down, and I'll also go ahead and pin the other side down. So make sure it's very smooth so that you have a perfect facing for your dress. So I'll just place it like this, and I'll also go ahead and pin it down like this. Then the next thing I'll do is, after pinning it down, I've made sure everything is straight. I'll start tracing it out. I'll trace exactly what I have there, and this is it here. I'm done tracing it out. So our facing is almost ready. Now I brought my fabric, my main dress back, and I'll just place it on this facing like this. Then I'll go ahead and notch that 1 inch I came down by. That point I'll notch it also on that facing. I hope you understand what I mean. So just like this, I place it like this, and I'll just go ahead and notch it. This is just like a guide so that we don't waste time when we just trim off this facing. Now just place it exactly where it's notched on the facing on the main fabric. I hope you understand. Now from this point, see what I'm doing. I'm coming down by 4 inches all around. But guys, I noticed that this 4 inches was actually too much for this. So when you're doing, you just come down by about 3 inches, or better still 2.5 inches is okay. Just do that all around, just the way you can see me doing. So I've gone ahead to cut through that line, and this is what it looks like. Now the next thing I'll do is to bring our main dress back, and we are going to be putting this facing on it. Now watch what I'm going to do right now. That is why I notched this on the facing. So I'll bring that notched part. That is what I was just looking for here. See, I'll bring that notched part here, and I'll go ahead and place it on the notched part of the main dress. I hope you see what I'm just doing. So just do the same thing. So you place it front facing, that is right side facing right side. And now after doing this, the next thing I'll do is to fold 2 pieces of rope, and the length of the ropes I used was 20 inches and the width was actually just 1 inch. Now you can do 1.5 inches if you want. Now I have 2 pieces of the rope, that is I have 2 ropes here. I'll place this one of the rope on that notched part like this. I hope you can see what I'm just doing, and I'll go ahead and pin it down. Now I'll bring the other rope and I'll place it like this on the other notch parts, that is one on the right side and the other one on the left side. So that is just what you have to do, and I'll place it on that notch point also, and I'll go ahead and just pin it down so that it doesn't go out of place. Now that we have done this, I'll go ahead and stitch all around this facing using 1/2 inch. Now when I'm done stitching it, I'll just show you what it looks like. So guys, this is it here. I am done stitching and you can see what it looks like. Now the next thing we have to do is just notch this all through so that when we turn it over to the right side, it has a flatter surface. I hope you understand, so that it will be well relaxed when we turn it over to the right side. So guys, I am done. You can see how it looks flat now because we notched it. Now the next thing we have to do is to focus on the back side to give us that elastic effect. Now to do that, we'll be turning this over to the wrong side of the fabric, just like this. I hope you can see. So this is the back of the dress. So to get that elastic effect you saw at the beginning of this video at the back, what you have to do is from this curved part here, you can see this curved part, I just marked it. I'll be going up by 4 inches on both points. So from that curved part, go up by 4 inches on both the right side and the left side. Now I'll be measuring round with my tape. So watch exactly what I'm doing at this part. So I'll measure all around to from that point there to meet this other point here, and what I got was 20 inches. So you can see 20 inches. Now what you have to do is divide whatever you get by 2. So for me, I got 20 inches, so divided by 2 is actually 10 inches. Then for me, I went ahead to add extra 2 inches. But if you want yours to be more tighter, like it's tighter at the back, what you just have to do is just to use that 10 inches. If you get 20 inches, I'm just giving you an instance, you just use that 10 inches like that, guys. But for me, I'll be adding extra 2 inches. That is the elastic length I'm going to cut out is 12 inches. I hope we are clear. So please make sure you're using your measurement, that is your own body measurement for your dress. Do not use mine. So you can see I was just trimming that part out because that is why I was telling you that it's better to use 3 inches or 2.5 inches when you're cutting your facing. So that is the mistake I made. I need to use 4 inches and it was too much. So that is why I'm just tracing this out. So this is it, guys. And now the next thing I'll do is to stitch with about 1 inch all around this. This is what I mean, guys. So I'm done stitching from that point there all the way to the other point with about 1 inch. Now see our elastic here. I told you it is 12 inches for the length, and this is a 1/2 inch elastic. Now I'll be passing it through this point using my safety pin like this. So this is it here. You can see what I'm just doing. I'll just pass it carefully. So guys, make sure when you're passing it, it doesn't twist. Do not allow it to twist, just pass it through carefully, and just see the way I'm doing mine. I hope you can see. And now be monitoring it so that everything doesn't enter inside this casing. I hope you understand. So I went ahead to bring my pin to just hold it down on that point there so that it doesn't enter inside. So after holding it there, I just went ahead to continue passing this other one all around till that point too. So remember, is that for 4 inches point we came up by, we are stopping on both sides. So that is what I'm just doing. So I'll go over now and just run a top stitch on those 2 points, and I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, this is it here. I'm done running that top stitch, and you can see what it looks like. So that is how to get that effect, this elastic effect at the back of this dress. That is just it. Now the next thing we have to do is to, this facing, now you can notice it's flying out, and if you don't want this to be happening, what you have to do is just to iron your hemming gum on this, and it will stay flat. So you just iron it all around the facing, and just go ahead and weave, first of all weave the ends of this facing before you iron your hemming gum on it, that is under it, guys. I hope you understand. So guys, after doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to fold this fabric into two equal parts like this. So make sure you fold it properly. I hope you can see. So make sure it's well aligned like this, and the next thing we have to do is just to stitch. So I'll be stitching with 1 inch all the way till I reach this pocket point, and I'll stitch with ½ inch all the way till when I reach, come out from the pocket side. I'll continue stitching with 1 inch all the way to the end of this dress. I'll do exactly the same thing I did on that side for this other side. And guys, this is it. This is what it looks like after I was done stitching. You can see how neat our stitch looks like. Now the next thing I just have to do is to notch these armhole curve parts. Why? Is because so that when we turn it over to the right side, that is when we turn our dress over, that is to the front side, it will have, our arm will be relaxed. If not, if you leave it like this, it will be bulgy at the right side when you turn it over to the right side. So guys, after notching it, this is what it looks like. And now you can see what I just made. You can see how flat that anvil curve now looks like. Now I didn't have a hemming gum, so I just did a little bit of top stitch on all these points. This is to make the facing not to be flying out. So guys, after doing that, next thing I'll do is just to fold the down part of our dress with that 1 inch. I'll also come to the sleeve and fold it also with 1 inch. So this is it guys. I'm done folding. You can see how neat it looks like. Also the sleeve parts, both sleeves, you can see how neat they are looking like. And that is it guys. That is all in the making of this beautiful backless bubu gown or bubu dress as you might call it. So guys, that is all in the making of this tutorial. Thank you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do well to like this video, share this video to someone who you think will find it helpful, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done that, and do well to turn on your notification so you'll be among the first to be notified whenever I upload new amazing sewing tutorials. Thank you guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.